Hello and welcome to The Stack, and here are today's top stories. The first story deals with Adam Schiff, CNN, and other liberals. They are being sued by the man who discovered Hunter Biden's laptop. Now, if you remember, in 2019, Hunter Biden dropped his laptop off to be repaired at a computer repair shop in Delaware, and this computer repair shop owner ended up breaking the story in 2020, just before the 2020 election. And if you remember, the New York Post was censored for breaking this story. Lots of liberals like Adam Schiff and CNN and others said it was Russian disinformation, and they melted down and the story was banned and it was blatant election interference. So the guy, John Paul Mac Isaac, who owns this computer repair shop, his life has been destroyed over it. He's lost his business. He potentially has to file for bankruptcy over this, all because he actually did something really important. Like, think about what we know now about the Biden family. You realize just how important it is that he broke this story, but his life has been destroyed over it. So he's suing for at least $1 million now to try to get some money back because his life has been destroyed. I hope he has great success in this because it is not fair that his life has been destroyed over what he did. And the second story is something that no one's talking about except for us here at the Western Journal and Tucker Carlson. And it's something that we all should be talking about. There's been this really bizarre string of disasters at food processing plants across the US, even in Canada. And this all comes at a time when the US is facing a looming food shortage. So one thing to think about is the cost of diesel for truck drivers has hit an all-time high. That's going to be reflected in the cost of food. We have the Russia-Ukraine conflict, which is causing fertilizer shortages. There's corn and soybean farmers warning that because of that fertilizer shortage, their crop yields are going to be lower. And then we see, I'm going to show you a map here on the screen of all of these bizarre disasters. They're all across the US. And again, no one's talking about it. And this has real impact on Americans. I mean, think about it. If we can't get food, what do we do? But it seems like this is something the mainstream media doesn't want us to know about. Politicians don't want to talk about. Even politicians on the right don't want to talk about it. So there were two recent disasters. There was one in Virginia where a plant caught on fire. And what's bizarre is they have no idea why the plant caught on fire. I think another one just the other day, a plane flew into a plant. So it's really strange, and we should be talking about it. And you need to know that food shortages could be coming because of this. And the third story deals with Whoopi Goldberg. I know, Whoopi. This one just really, really disgusts me. Whoopi made a pretty disturbing comment on air. Of course, she had a meltdown over the announcement that the draft opinion of Roe v. Wade showed that the Supreme Court was going to overturn it. She made a claim that no one makes decisions. So she said, you are not the person to make that decision, talking about abortion. And she says, my doctor and myself and my child, that's who makes the decision. So Whoopi thinks your unborn child chooses to be dismembered and murdered. That's really disturbing. But that's how the left thinks. It's disgusting. We are going to see the left continue to melt down and make really disturbing comments about abortion going forward. This one from Goldberg really took the cake yesterday. So, if you want to stay up to date on the latest Whoopi Goldberg news, the latest on abortion, and the latest on the Hunter Biden laptop and Democrats and the mainstream media, and also the stories that other news outlets are afraid to talk about, like food processing plants burning down, then you need to go to westernjournal.com to stay up to date. Thanks so much for watching.